Every so often, a rumor drops that stops Golden State Warriors fans dead in their tracks. This week, that flashpoint arrived, sparking a frenzy of speculation and division within one of the NBA's loudest fan bases. The battleground? A potential trade for Denver's sharpshooting forward, Michael Porter Jr., a 6'10 marksman, whose very mention in a Warriors uniform set the internet ablaze. In today's exclusive, we'll dig into the heart of this swirling debate, analyzing every angle so that by the end, you'll know exactly where you stand. The player that fits the profile. The Warriors have a blueprint, prized by most modern NBA franchises: spacing, shooting, quick ball movement, and elite off-ball playmakers headlined by Stephen Curry. This season, though, the lack of size and reliable shooting outside their core has been exposed in painful clarity. Enter the viral bombshell. Golden State are betting favorites to land Michael Porter Jr., a player whose skill set seems tailored for the Warriors' needs. Porter, at 6'10", embodies the rare archetype that organizations covet. Tall enough to rebound and disrupt, lethal enough from the perimeter to warp defenses. Let's put his value into context. He's a career 40.6% three-point shooter and has averaged more than 16.7 points per game in each of the past 3 seasons. Think of him as a supersized Klay Thompson, minus the all-defensive chops, with a smidge more activity under the rim, averaging 7.0 rebounds in each of the last 2 campaigns. From a pure basketball perspective, envisioning Porter slotted as a third offensive option behind the dynamic Curry and the ever-reliable Jimmy Butler is tantalizing for many fans, conjuring dreams of another championship push. The striking warnings. Porter's red flags yet. For every Warriors supporter eager to see Porter in blue and gold, there's another sounding the alarm for caution. The skepticism is rooted in the kind of hard truths that have haunted many big swing trades in NBA history. First, the injury narrative. Porter's career began shadowed by significant health concerns, chiefly his back. He's now at a shoulder issue that appeared to hobble him during his most recent postseason, where his performances fell flat. While he's managed at least 62 games each of the past 3 seasons, including a robust 81 in 2023-24, his injury record remains an ever-present risk. Second, the contract. With nearly $80 million owed over the next 2 years, the financial commitment is enormous. For a player who isn't a creator for others, who doesn't defend at an elite level, and who comes with an injury past that reads like a warning label, Warriors fans worry that such a move could hamstring future flexibility and even risk repeating past luxury tax nightmares. The on-court fit. Allure and pitfalls. Let's stay on the court. Porter's value as an off-ball weapon is obvious. He can spot up from anywhere, stretch defenses vertically and horizontally, and doesn't require touches to impact score. That's a dream for a team built around Curry's gravitational. But here's the catch. Porter's game has always thrived in secondary roles. He doesn't create mismatches with the ball, doesn't lock down opponents on defense, and isn't a proven late-game. With his game so heavily reliant on others to orchestrate offense, is he truly the game-changer the Dubs need, or just a luxury add-on at an extravagant price? The playoff factor. The championship window dilemma. Warriors fans know the championship window isn't going to last forever. Boldness has been their trait. However, last postseason exposed the risk of riding with a stars and question marks. Porter's troubled playoff run, marred by injury and a diminished role, reminds everyone that regular season numbers can vanish when the intensity racks. Can Golden State afford to take on a high-salary risk whose biggest question exposed on the NBA's biggest? For many, the answer remains unsettlingly trade logistics, nearly impossible execution. Even if the Warriors front office decides Porter is the missing piece, how does such a deal? A sign-and-trade involving Jonathan Kuminga, one of the franchise's prized youngsters, seems far-fetched. Kuminga is still developing and already crucial to any future plans. The Nuggets, meanwhile, are unlikely to send a key shooter to a conference rival just for. The economics, too, are a headache. Aligning contracts without gutting the Warriors' depth or forcing the Nuggets to take back unwanted salary looks nearly. Some have floated a bolder idea, a package built around Draymond Green. But removing Draymond, the soul of the Warriors' defense and a leader, for nearly a decade, would be a fundamental shift away from their identity. Not only would the defense be devastated, but Denver would balk at trading for an aging, non-shooting forward when their floor spacing around Jokic is already a major. A blockbuster, multi-team trade could theoretically. But those rare maneuvers require an extraordinary alignment of value, need, and Circumstances not current. Fan. A house divided. Perhaps the most compelling part of this rumor is not the topic itself, but the raw passion it's unlocked in the Warriors online. Twitter threads run deep with fiercely argued opinions. Reddit posts say, split between swing for the fences and don't mortgage the future. Some fans feel that harnessing Porter's pure shooting and length, regardless of his limitations, could set the stage for a final dynastic run alongside Curry. Others fear that the financial and defensive cost, as well as Porter's health, makes staying the course the only. Loyalty to current stars like Draymond Green is potent, with many staunchly defending his place as. This isn't just a roster move. It's a referendum on the Warriors' core, identity and priorities in the twilight years of their championship. The final analysis. More smoke? Stepping back, most respected analysts agree. This rumor, while juicy and worth every second of fan debate, is unlikely to materialize. The financial, basketball fit, and trade logistics simply throw too many obstacles in the way. Still, the conversation is invaluable. It highlights both the desperation and the hope within Dub Nation, underscoring how every possible improvement is scrutinized under the spotlight of immense actions. Whether the Warriors target someone like Porter or pivot to smaller, more strategic moves, one thing is clear: the team and its passionate fanbase are desperate to return to the top. This discourse around Porter isn't just about one player. It's about belief, risk, reward, and the enduring hunger for greatness that defines Golden State. That's the full play-by-play on a rumor that has electrified the. Now we want to pass the ball to you. Should the Warriors risk it all for a chance at another sharpshooter? Or does Porter's price tag and playoff flaws signal caution? Share your hot takes in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button. Your feedback keeps us going and brings more insider NBA. Stay tuned, because in the Bay Area, the next big conversation is always just a rumor away.